It's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there. Totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. Robert Foster, 82 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now it's Hines, and he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
And got his man complete. That goes for a gain of 31. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Brissett. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 43.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Let's bring it. He's checking. Check.
1st down, Brissett. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
On the throwaway. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Into the air once more. It's Brissett. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
Hey, ball. Hey, exit.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Now that was a beautiful play. Pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, yeah, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards. Now Trubisky lost the football. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Ready.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Check 31, check 31. Hey, go, go. 24. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. I got it.
To throw, Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3-score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just nowhere to go. Here, he lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now it's Trubisky dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, it's Cohen. Oh, Cohen lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now Trubisky to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striking down to the 47-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Like how they started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw is Brissett. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Well, it's an offense. You know, some drives you have it, some drives you don't. And this one looks like a you don't.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, it was 3rd and long. It was screaming for a pass. I think they tried to outguess him there with the running play. They didn't fool him at all.
Went in the wrong direction.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. A well-executed 22-yard gain. First down, a run with Cohen. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A pass down the middle is fought for and hauled in. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. Here's Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Kenny Moore. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
25-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
All day, every day.
Play fake, Brissett. He's got it to Hilton. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
First down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Cut.
They'll try to throw now. Brissett. That's going to be caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Hakeem Butler, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
18.
Now it's Trubisky. Steps away to his left. Man open, it's Goodwin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Check 4.
18.
Now Cohen. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Back at the 42.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight
They try again with Cohen. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So we'll recount real quick. He had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Throwing here, Trubisky. Got an open man. It's Foster. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That escapes the sack. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
After the sack on first down, Brissett. Open man, Butler complete. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Hakeem Butler, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point attempt here.